Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, allegedly blamed one individual for his 4 wives' frequent financial difficulties. Their resources were stretched to support 18 children and several houses. Christine filed for bankruptcy in 2010, while Kody and Meri Brown did so in 2005. There was never enough money, since there were so many mouths to feed. Significant costs resulted from the family's 2018 relocation to Arizona, including the $820,000 purchase of Coyote Pass land that was left undeveloped because of family and financial conflicts. Their financial difficulties were exacerbated by medical expenses, failed businesses, and large mortgage payments. Kody blamed his ex-second wife, Janelle Brown, who was in charge of the bookkeeping, for their financial difficulties during Sister Wives Season 19. Despite earning money from their appearances on Sister Wives and other reality TV shows, the Brown family continued to struggle financially. Janelle accused Kody of misusing family money, claiming that he and Robin put extravagant spending, such as on a $1.6 million house and fancy cars, ahead of group objectives. Kody frequently discussed how he would have to pay for an entire fleet of vehicles. Everything was made worse by the high mortgage payments on several residences and the legal bills associated with their support for polygamy. The family's financial difficulties continued, as evidenced by family declarations and public records that showed continuous difficulties juggling their lavish lifestyle with meager means. They frequently attempted to launch new companies, such as a jewelry store, but none of their numerous endeavors were particularly successful. In an interview with the Authentic Society podcast on YouTube, Maddie Brush, the daughter of Kody and Janelle, talked candidly about her family's financial circumstances as a child. After the Sister Wives cast members had 3 more kids, things would get much more difficult financially. In a recent Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all special, Kody attributed a large portion of their financial difficulties to Janelle. Janelle used to handle the family's bookkeeping before she and Kody split up in 2022 after 29 years of marriage. The other Sister Wives said that Kody had them all think that Janelle was in charge of the family's finances. Janelle maintains that she was only doing the bookkeeping. The Browns finally received financial relief with the recent sale of their land near Coyote Pass. The Sun claims that the Browns purchased the home in 2018 for $820,000 and sold it to a new bidder for $1.5 million. Kody, Robin, Janelle, and Meri will divide the earnings. None of the money will go to Christine. After leaving the marriage in 2021, the Sister Wives Season 19 star surrendered her rights to Kody. After saying goodbye to her late brother Garrison Brown, Sister Wives actress Madison Brush was ready to let go of some anger. While the family was in Wyoming last summer for the funeral of the Nevada National Guard staff sergeant who committed suicide in March 2024, Madison, the second oldest of Kody Brown's daughters with ex-wife Janelle Brown, discussed her distant relationship with her father with a number of her siblings. On the May 18th edition of the TLC series, the 29-year-old remarked, "With Kody, it's like, I'm angry at the way things happened, but I can control how I react and how I reciprocate," in an interview with Kody's child, Leon Brown, with his first wife, Meri Brown. "And I'm still deciding how I do that." But Madison, who is married to Caleb Brush and has 3 children, Axel, 7, Evie, 5, Josephine, 2, and Amelia, 2 months, was quite clear about one emotion. "I'm sad," she claimed. "I'm sad for him." In reference to Robin Brown, Kody's only surviving wife, the father of 18 also divorced his 3rd wife, Christine Brown, in 2021. Madison clarified, "I'm really sad for Robin's kids." Madison clarified that Robin would be like, "I have nothing against you. And if I've ever done anything to hurt you, I'm sorry." If she had the chance to sit down with her eldest children from her first marriage to David Preston Jessup, Dayton Brown, 25, Aurora Brown, 23, or Brianna Brown, 21, Madison summed up the key themes by saying, "I'm not sure what to say other than that. Like, if I ever caused you pain, I'm sorry." In a 2024 episode, Aurora and Brianna disclosed that they didn't feel fully accepted into the family after Kody married their mother in 2010 because of the many depressing feelings present. I have been told directly, multiple circumstances by multiple different people, that I was not accepted, Aurora said at the time, that I was not their sister, that they didn't consider or see me that way. According to her sister Brianna, the parents could have done a better job with, connecting us as a family, and it never really happened. But how they might have spread their arms, Christine did not know. She made sure that Robin and Robin's children were invited to everything. I would just say, just come into the house anytime you want. In late 2021, a particularly angry text message debate regarding holiday gift-giving escalated to a breaking point. Kody and Robin and their kids were on one side, stated Christine, and they wanted nothing to do with Janelle, me, our kids. Robin's 3 older children told her that the chat was emotionally unsafe and suggested that they cut ties with the person. Thus, if there was one silver lining to Garrison's death, it was that the enormous loss altered everyone's perspective on the ongoing family dispute. Regarding her tense relationship with the spouse she divorced in 2022 after 29 years of marriage, Janelle insisted, definitely there's still not reconciliation with Kody or anybody like that, but the siblings where they've had differences of opinion that have sometimes split relationships, that those have been mended. Garrison's death has been so tragic and really hard, Janelle argued, but the process had brought the family together in a lot of ways. The family's collective pain, Janelle continued, just puts everything into perspective, right? Therefore, here we are. Yes, we're here for a very sad thing, but we're also creating this new memory where everybody's here. This is just one of the many things she and her former sister wives have disclosed this season. Kody Brown announced shortly after their 1990 vows that he was ready to divorce Meri Brown, his first wife. He led me to believe that he would work on things by saying, "Oh, Meri, when we move to Flagstaff, this will be a good time to have a new beginning for us," Meri said at the September 15th debut, referring to their 2018 move. Like he convinced me of those things. This is what he's done for many, many years. Her main issue, she said, is his lack of communication and how he really felt and what he really wanted or what he really didn't want and the story that he's been telling for all these years. Additionally, Kody acknowledged the possibility of mixed messages, but only because he continued, why would I do this? When he started working on the project. I would not court and date her now. Anyway, Meri's friends were thrilled when she eventually ended things in early 2023. They're like, okay, we're here for you, we're supporting you. And it's about damn time, she said. She implies that he had been trying to persuade her to leave him for years by saying he didn't love her. Because if he can push me out and I leave, he's not the bad guy because he didn't walk away, she says. Years after the family had purchased the 14-acre piece of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, on which they planned to construct, Kody stated in the season premiere that he was ready to let the project die. Unable to build without shelling out the full $820,000, which the family purportedly paid in 2023, he told his surviving wife Robin Brown, "I'd almost rather scrap it or sell it and then just start again somewhere else." She said, "I can't talk about that," referring to Robin. "That is so not where I'm at." The second wife, Janelle Brown, had already told E. "We just kind of started to grow apart," news said, but ultimately she left due to Kody's failures as a dad to multiple of their children. "The big spark for me was when his relationship broke down with my children and he didn't seem like he would move heaven and earth to fix it. And I thought, okay, that was what was really holding me here," the mother said to Logan Brown, Madison Brown Brush, Hunter Brown, Garrison Brown, Gabriel Brown, and Savannah Brown. In the November 3rd episode, Kody raised the prospect of reconciliation, but Janelle would not consider it. "I don't know how I would ever reconcile with him and have him not have a relationship with my kids," she said. "No, I'm going to always choose my kids." That was Kody's excuse for not making a greater effort to resolve his issues with some of his adult children. He grumbled, "I don't fit in the family anymore," during the September 15th show. He and Robin are raising 5 children together: Dayton Brown, Aurora Brown, Brianna Brown, Solomon Brown, and Ariella Brown. He said, "And then I have some relationship with some of the other kids and it's infrequent." And so I'm like, what do I do with all of this? It doesn't feel like a family. Despite being completely monogamous for the first time in their 14-year marriage, Robin acknowledged in the season 19 opener that we're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage. It's been tough between us. He doesn't know who to blame, himself or one of the other wives. Kody's feeling a lot of rejection, and so I think he's kind of looking at me going, "Are you going to reject me too?" She said that there's no resource to help with the idea that I'm still married to a man who's going through divorces. As a result, she said, I'm on my toes. I'm having to consistently make sure that he is not sabotaging our relationship. This was the worst part, she noted. Kody revealed that he was going through a crisis of confidence, saying, I can't look myself in the mirror and say, hey, dude, I love you. Robin found it hard to watch her former sister wives relish their new age. She stated, they're all moving on, during the October 27th program. I feel like the idiot that got left behind. Put Madison, Janelle's eldest daughter, on the list of kids Kody isn't seeing right now. In the course of the premiere, Janelle confirmed, I am aware that Maddie has not spoken to her father. She's not called him, and she doesn't have any relationship with Robin. She's pretty much written them both off. The issue, according to Janelle, is Kody's precarious relationship with Maddie's kids, Axel, Evangeline, and Josephine. She doesn't really want him to have any contact unless he can commit to it. Consequently, Janelle disclosed in the September 22nd episode that when the family started to really dissolve, Kody did sort of cut off communication with Maddie and her husband, Caleb Brush, whose sister was married to Kody's brother. Since Kody hasn't been phoning or visiting, Maddie has been mama bear to the extreme, Janelle added. She has felt like until he can be consistent and show up and not be dramatic that she feels like it's probably better if they don't know about him. Robin went on to say that although she has been pressuring Kody to make amends, I think the kids should be doing the same thing, too. But for the time being, Kody doesn't appear ready to patch things up, lamenting that every time he talked to his daughter, it was a fish for gossip and I got tired of it. It is better to multiply love than to diminish it. But Kody said that when he previously claimed that he had never loved his ex-wives, he had done just that. It's more of like a knee-jerk reaction, he said during the June 15th one-on-one show, claiming that he was reeling from their trashing him. I was deep in the throes of reactionary vitriol for the past 3 years. According to him, this is the reason he implied to Mary that he had never truly loved her during their anniversary party. Mary revealed the chat to a friend in a September 2024 episode, adding that she was positive he loved her. Leon Brown's mother questioned him in a confessional about why he never proposed if he didn't. When a single young man meets a single young woman, why would he choose to marry her and just affirm and force love for her when he didn't love her? She thought. How cruel is that? To pick me out of a crowd and just be like, I pick you to try to force myself to love for the next 32 years? As Kody put it in his own confessional, oh, Mary has her little accusations now. But they never enjoyed their honeymoon, he would concede. He insisted, this marriage was on the rocks the entire marriage, during the October 20th show. And how would I know that? Because I had such a better relationship with Janelle, with Christine, with Robin. Even though he stated, leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives, he remained out of fear. Paying off the Arizona property was the first step, according to Janelle, but she wasn't sure if she wanted to build on Coyote Pass or simply sell it. In the September 22nd episode, she told her ex-sister wife Christine Brown, I think I'm going to have to lawyer up because Kody refused to talk to her about it. Because I think that's the only way I'm ever going to get any kind of decision out of him. Furthermore, Janelle acknowledged that since she and Kody were not legally married, I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on Kody's property. As she put it, it's not like I'm just calling a lawyer and saying I need to divorce this person. No, it's really complicated because there's no legal marriage. Kody says he didn't talk to Janelle about their property in Arizona because he no longer trusted her. He insisted during a confessional in the September 22nd episode that we will pay off the property when the time comes, adding, And I'm not giving you any details about what I'm doing or whatever, because I'm tired of disclosing information that goes through the gossip mill of our broken family. Janelle called it a bit of a pot calling the kettle black in her own interview. Her comments, "He leaks like a sieve. He told me stuff about his other relationships and his other wives that I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be telling me that." When the family's love was still developing rather than waning, they used to invest all of their money in a single pot. Janelle stated on the episode of September 22nd, "We would use all the resources to help one person, then we would all rally to support the other person. That's how it always worked until the last 10 years or so. And all of a sudden it's been about my estate, and everyone needs their own estate." When Robyn needed a place to live, they all contributed to the purchase of her $1.65 million 5-bedroom home in Arizona. This past August, it was listed for sale. The intention was for it to help the family, Robyn said. When Janelle suggested that they all sign the mortgage, she was turned down. Kody was like, No, we need to protect Robyn's estate, Janelle recalled. Janelle continued by saying that since she is leaving the family, she would like to receive her portion of the Kody Pass earnings, and I'd like to recoup some of the money I put into Robyn's house. But selling it can be challenging. "We were working together for so long," Robyn remarked. "It's like, how do you calculate? How do you figure that out? It's so confusing," Robyn added after Janelle implied that she owed them money. Janelle was upset that the family hadn't paid off Kody Pass, saying that Kody had all these other debts. She also saw him buy other things such trailers and furniture for the house. "I see all the art on their walls," she said, referring to Robyn and Kody's home. Kody stated that buying cars, basically had a fleet, and insurance for the kids used up a significant amount of his income. "I see all these things. And that's fine. I have money, and I've spent it on things too." Although Janelle said that she wasn't aware how Kody and Robyn handled their money, she continued, "I used to always be astonished at how gorgeous her backyard was. It was completely finished. And there was always, stuff at her house. And I thought, wow. Huh." She finally said, "He doesn't prioritize what I need or what I want." Over time, the issue made her weaker. "I think after a while I began to see it and my kids were getting very angry about it, like my adult children. Like, what the hell, Mom?" However, Robyn believes that once her first marriage failed, she became very frugal. She said, "I used to be not so great with money. When I was young, I had hard knocks, and then I learned during my divorce really how to budget myself very, very well." In reference to her sister wives, she said, "You just must have had a different priority of where your money was going to go than I did. That's all." In the episode that aired on September 22nd, Janelle acknowledged, "There's no contact, really, with Mary or Robyn or Kody," while she and Christine, the mother of Aspen Brown, Michael T. Brown Padron, Paydon Brown, Gwendolyn Brown, Isabel Brown, and Truly Brown, met with their kiddies. "That won't really affect anything, in my opinion. I loved Caleb." And Kody described their arrangement of 4 residences on a single cul-de-sac in Las Vegas as the best time of my life, adding, "Everything was going well, and Maddie and Caleb were around, and it was great having them around. He certainly was like family." He said that his marriages ended and his ties with the kids deteriorated after things started to fall apart in Arizona due to disagreements regarding coronavirus protections. It just made all those relationships go sour. However, Christine stated that problems had existed long before she made her resignation known in late 2021. Kody still has time to repair his relationship with his children, as she said during the September 22nd show, "My leaving didn't change his kids' relationship with him. All the kids that were frustrated way before I left. It will certainly take some work, though. The issue is that even when my wife or ex-wife is sitting there accusing me of doing something, I refuse to take responsibility. I'm hopeful that the contempt will ultimately go away." Kody said, "I'm so enraged about how I've been treated that I haven't gotten past that. We'll be able to find forgiveness and love again." Kody revealed that he and Mary didn't really know each other when they were legally married at the ages of 19 and 21, respectively. Kody eventually filed for divorce in 2014 in order to legally adopt Robin's three eldest children from her previous marriage. She was really different when we got married, and I believe that Mary had some baggage that I was unaware of, Kody said, adding that everything was a fight and that I can't live in a world where she is constantly angry at me. At first, I felt like I could live with it. However, he was unable to leave. Kody said, if he wants to stay faithful and in the faith, he cannot request a divorce. He had been married more than once, which is prohibited. Therefore, I was unable to leave that relationship, but I also wasn't sure that I wanted to leave it. Instead, I wanted to see if we could salvage and mend it. He admitted that Mary's conviction that everything would be fixed was the reason behind the muddled communications. But Kody said, I'm trying to be curious with her and I'm bored. She wasn't nice, she wasn't fun, she wasn't kind, and she wasn't interesting. He admitted that he could sympathize with Mary's sense of desertion, adding, but I didn't kick me out. Christine, Janelle, and Mary all chose to have me leave the home.